President Biden in LA, what he's up to during his visit. Keeping your cash. Inflation may have you worried about holiday shopping, but we have some tips that could help you save up to $1,000 before Black Friday. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. President Biden is visiting LA. He's here to attend a Democratic fundraiser and to tout his infrastructure plan. Well, the president touched down at LAX Wednesday afternoon. He was greeted on the tarmac by LA Mayor Eric Garcetti and Congresswoman Karen Bass, who's running for mayor. The president is delivering a speech about how infrastructure can help improve public transit and attending a fundraiser in Brentwood. Nuri Martinez has resigned her seat on the LA City Council. There are now numerous calls for Kevin De Leon and Gil Cedillo to resign. Those calls are coming from protests in the streets of LA all the way to the White House. And their colleagues say the city can't move forward until they step down.
I was shocked that three of my colleagues who are not only powerful but well respected turn out not to deserve that respect.
One city council leader says he talked to Gil Cedillo and he may be close to making a decision about his future. As for Kevin De Leon, it seems no one has talked at length with him about his plans. Children as young as 5 can now receive updated COVID booster shots that target the Omicron variant. The boosters target the BA4 and BA5 Omicron subvariants in addition to the original coronavirus strain in a single shot. The FDA authorized Pfizer's modified vaccine for kids ages 5 to 11, and Moderna's shot was cleared for kids ages 6 through 17. Children who have received a primary 2-dose series of any vaccine and received a booster are eligible to get these updated shots as long as 2 months have passed. The National League Division Series is back to even as the Padres handed the Dodgers a tough loss at Dodger Stadium. It was a game of missed opportunities for the boys in blue. Well, the Dodgers started well, hitting 3 solo home runs early on, but then they went 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position, stranding 6 of them on either second or third base. The final score, 5-3 Padres. Perhaps the most memorable moment of Wednesday night's game happened in the bottom of the 8th when there was an unexpected visitor in right field, a wild goose. Where'd you come from? Members of the ground crew chased it off, but the goose flew around the park. It landed behind home plate and then near third base, where the crew was finally able to wrangle the bird and remove it from the field. Silly goose. Well, there's a storm heading our way. How long will it stick around? Meteorologist Belen De Leon times it out in your first alert forecast.
Well, October can be a transitional month where you have big swings in temperatures and rain one day and dry the next. Well, the rest of the week, our weather is going to be drying out with temperatures that are pretty average for this time of year. But then we got temperatures falling this weekend as an area of low pressure finally moves inland. It's also going to bring us a chance for storms late Friday into Sunday. So here's a system that we've been watching for the past week. It's detached from the main jet stream. That's the reason why it has been stationary for so many days. Well, late Friday into the weekend, the system starts to press inland, and that's when we're going to get the chance for rain increasing. Let me show you the trend and how things are going to get cooler. Thursday, 81 for Burbank, Friday, 84. Then on Saturday, a chance for storms, 75. So the temperatures are going to go from above normal to below normal with a chance for rain.
A local family needs your help in catching a hit-and-run driver who crashed right into a 3-year-old named Dominic. He is now recovering from life-threatening injuries after the horrific collision earlier this month. So this happened when Dominic was crossing the street with his mom to get to the market near Broadway and 80th in South LA. Authorities are now offering a $25,000 reward for information to catch the driver.
3-year-old kids, in the hospital fighting for his life. And to just leave him there, it's kind of messed up. But, just turn yourself in, come clean.
Police think the suspect was driving a black compact SUV, possibly a Mercedes. If you have any information, please contact the LAPD. Prepare to pay more for that orange juice. The Department of Agriculture says Florida's orange crop production will likely plummet to record lows not seen since the 1940s because of damage suffered by Hurricane Ian. Well, that means consumers will feel the squeeze when it comes to the price of OJ. There's some good news for people who get Social Security. They're going to get more money, about $140 more a month. The increase of 8.7% is the highest in 40 years, and it's because of inflation. The new payments begin December 30th. If you're worried about affording gifts this holiday season, you're not alone. The NBC4i team worked with a money-saving expert to create a plan to help you save up to $1,000 before Black Friday. Here's the I-team's Carolyn Johnson.
Everybody's feeling the financial pinch right now.
Yeah, everything's a lot more expensive these days.
So here are some small tweaks you can make to save big money. First up, cut back on your DoorDash and Grubhub orders. It's estimated the average family spends $2,700 a year on takeout. Money-saving expert Andrea Warrock says cutting back your orders in half can save you $160 by Black Friday. Her tip for limiting the temptation to order out: cook in bulk and freeze the extra.
Try to prepare enough food for a few days so that when you come home from work or school or sports practice and there's just not time to cook, you're not tempted to pick up the phone and order takeout.
And speaking of cooking, Warrock says we waste about 40% of the food we buy at the grocery store. It either goes bad or leftovers go to waste. Her advice: make an efficient shopping list and stick to it.
I actually like to look for recipes that use the same ingredients so that you know you use everything in its entirety.
Warrock says that can save you about $260 over the next several weeks. She also says you can save about $70 by Black Friday if you switch cellular data plans. According to a recent study, 90% of cell phone users are wasting money on unlimited data plans when they don't need them. Warrock says online-only carriers like Mint Mobile are great money-saving options.
Because they just launched an unlimited data plan where you could pay just $30 a month for unlimited data.
Another tip: consider getting a different credit card. One recent study found many of us miss out on $1,000 a year in rewards because we're using the wrong card. Warrock says a cashback card could put $130 back in your pocket for holiday shopping. And this statistic might surprise you. Another study found consumers spend more than $300 a month on impulse buys. Warrock has some simple advice on taming those purchases.
Delete any payment or shipping information that's stored in an online retail account, because you know when it's a one-click purchase, it's way too easy to make without thought.
And your bank account will thank you. Carolyn Johnson, NBC4 News.
Now to a special honor for a woman who's seen and done it all in Hollywood, Jamie Lee Curtis. The A-lister pressed her hands and feet into cement outside the TCL Chinese Theater Wednesday. Well, she's the most famous scream queen of all, refusing to become a victim in 1978's original Halloween movie. Well, that role of a lifetime has translated to playing the same character over a span of 7 movies and 45 years. But she's got an incredible range. We're talking about a comedy, drama, and action. She does it all. She paid tribute to her famous parents, Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh.
I know where it started, my parents. I'm really proud to be a friend to so many people who share everything with me.
Universal Pictures' Halloween Ends, the latest sequel, is in theaters this weekend. Curtis has promised it's the last one. Well, if you haven't put up your Halloween decorations just yet, you're not alone. It turns out roughly 1 out of 3 Americans are procrastinators when it comes to preparing for the spooky season. Angie, previously known as Angie's List, asks people all across the country about when and how they decorate for Halloween. While more than 60% say that they put out their decorations before October 9th, the rest actually wait until mid-October, and some even wait until the last week of October. When it comes to taking down the decorations, more than half of them say they clean up within the first week after Halloween. Nearly half of the survey respondents use lawn inflatables to get in the Halloween spirit. Just don't let those decorations stick around until Christmas. I'm watching you. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout your morning commute. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.